welcome back to a new video. My name is Mila and you have probably read the title already, so let's just get into this video because you probably know what this video is going to be about. A year ago I got the Canon EOS M50 and now I want to go through what I think about the Canon EOS M50 a year later. And is it still worth purchasing in 2021? So at the time of filming this video, the Canon EOS M50 costs around 600 USD or 560 euros, depending on where you're purchasing it from, of course. And with the Canon EOS M50, you will get the kit lens if you decide to buy it as a kit. So the kit lens is this 50 to 45mm lens, and I think that this is a pretty okay, you know, like just a multifunctional standard lens. It's not like the best lens. It has a pretty low aperture, so you can't really get that nice blurry background with this one. So I do think that the price of the Canon EOS M50 is reasonable. I think it's a pretty good, affordable camera, and I would still pay it this year, even a year later. So I'm currently filming with the Canon EOS M50 and that's why I can't really show it to you. But what I really like about this camera is that it's really small, but you can still change the lens on it. So that's something I really appreciate because, as said, this doesn't really allow you to have that blurry background that I really like. I really like that blurry background look, so I want to be able to control that. And with a camera that you can change the lens on, you can just buy another lens and then you can get those nice effects that you're looking for. And honestly, I do think that the lens makes a bigger difference than the camera itself, so I really need to have a camera that you can change the lens on. I mostly film sit-down videos, and when I'm traveling I like to document my travels. I like to make travel videos as well, so I really like the small size because it makes the Canon EOS M50 a really great travel companion because it's so small and lightweight, so that's a big plus for me. I don't want to carry around a really big bulky camera, so if you're looking for a camera that makes a good travel companion at an affordable price, the Canon EOS M50 is really great for that. And especially with the Canon's own 22mm EF M lens, it's a really nice compact size. And of course there are other great cameras out there that have the same capabilities and the same small size as the Canon EOS M50, but if you're on a strict budget and don't want to spend too much on a camera, then I think the Canon EOS M50 is a great option. So what do I use besides the camera itself? So as said, I do have the kit lens, of course, that came with the camera because I bought it as a kit. So besides the kit lens, I also use the Canon's own 22mm lens, which is for the EOS M series. And I also have the nifty 50, the Canon's own 50mm lens with f1.8, and I use it together with the Meike lens adapter. And I really love the Canon's nifty 50, as you call it, the 50mm lens, because it's so affordable but it's great for photography. So if you're someone who loves to take photos and you want a nice yet affordable lens, I really suggest to check out the nifty 50. And if you use the Canon EOS M50 with the nifty 50, you also need to use a lens adapter, but the Meike autofocus lens adapter is really great because it's affordable. I like everything that's affordable, but it's really good. It works like a charm and I have nothing to complain about it. So yeah, I definitely recommend looking into the Meike lens adapter if you want to use other lenses than the ones that are specifically made for the EOS M cameras. And the nifty 50 is really good for photography, and so is the 22mm lens as well, but I really like to use the 22mm more for videos and the 50mm lens for photography. And I also have some ND filters for my lenses. ND filters really are a must-have if you want to use a large aperture in daylight. I have the Canon F concept ND filters and I really like to use these. I have two sizes. This one is one that I can't really use right now because I sold the lens that it was meant for, so it's a bit too big for my current lenses, but I have this really tiny one for the 22mm lens and it's really good. I have really enjoyed using the Canon F concepts, ND filters, and again, they are quite affordable, so I really recommend checking those out if you want a affordable yet good neutral density filter. So what does a neutral density or ND filter do? So it kind of acts like a sunglasses to your lens, and it allows you to have more control over the aperture and the shutter speed because it prevents light from entering the camera in measured amounts, so it allows for more control. Some other accessories I have for my camera is an extra battery, which I think is also a must-have for the Canon EOS M50 because it doesn't have a great battery life. So this is really a good thing to have if you're filming videos and you want to be out filming all day, and if you film even long videos, then I think you do need it, and it's quite an inexpensive purchase, so again, a good thing to have. There are not really a large amount of lenses available for the EOS M series, from Canon at least, but thankfully other manufacturers like Sigma, for example, has come out with some lenses that also fit the Canon EOS M50, and I think that's great because it just gives more variety if you want to have that. And of course, with the lens adapter you can also use lenses that are not actually made for the EOS M series, such as the Nifty 50. Personally, I don't need a large variety of different lenses. I'm doing just fine with the ones that I have, but it's just something to consider. For me, it's not an issue that there are not so many lenses available for the Canon EOS M50, but it might be for someone, so just something to consider if you're looking into getting a lot of lenses. After using the Canon EOS M50 for a year, I still think this is a great camera for its price, and I think it's just the right fit for me. I'm used to using Canon cameras myself, so I think the Canon EOS M50 was a really good choice for myself. This is a pretty popular camera amongst YouTubers in general, and I think it's because of the small size and affordable price, and also the great autofocus. Let's not forget about the autofocus on the Canon EOS M50 because I think it's pretty great. So when filming, you don't really need to worry about it getting focus on the wrong object. I don't really have any complaints about the Canon EOS M50. I still think it's a great camera in 2021, and it's really good for its price. It has a great autofocus, it's a really compact camera, you can change the lenses on it so you have more control, and you know, it's just a good overall camera. I think it's good for photography. If you have the Nifty 50, for example, I don't think the kit lens is really good for photography, but you know, with changeable lenses you can really do a lot. However, you can definitely get started with the kit lens. It is quite a multifunctional lens. I don't think it's the greatest for photography or filmmaking in general, but if you're buying a camera and you're just getting started, then I think the kit lens will do just fine. But if you want to take good photos or step up your video game, I think it's worth to check out the other lenses that are available for the Canon EOS M50. Just remember that you need a lens adapter if you want to use lenses that are not made for the Canon EOS M series. But again, you know, you can get the Meike lens adapter for a pretty affordable price, and I think it works really great. The autofocus and the focus in general works really good with it, so no problem there. All in all, I think the Canon EOS M50 is still worth purchasing in 2021 if you're looking for an affordable mirrorless camera that you can change lenses on, and if you want to have good autofocus, compact size, lightweight to carry, and all that. You can also attach a microphone. So I think it's a good camera if you're just getting started or you want to level up from maybe your phone or something like that. If you want to see my first impressions about this camera, I will leave the video here, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, then just do it right here. Yeah, I hope you liked this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye!